Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Drain down. Off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on 3rd down, Green. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check back, check back.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's what I do.
To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Turbin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Switch ball. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Green. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jet bomber. 58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, dude.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Open man there is Malone. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
2nd and 1. traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Green throwing on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 24. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw is Green on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's George. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down. It's Hines, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
What we got?
Operating from the gun, Green. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 55, Mike, 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Green throwing to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They run with Hines, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Take 4, take 4. Hey, check Mike, 50 seconds.
And here's Green off the play fake. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Jones now throwing again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
60 outlaw. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Ready. Go 50 against the mic. Hey, here I come. Hey, more of it. Get it.
Rashard trying the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
On first down, Jones. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. 60 or. 58 right there. Come on, boy. Come on. Snap.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw. Green. Throw left side complete. It's George. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Green. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Green. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. I'm going to run you over. Ball try. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. It's a party now.
Green down on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now Green throwing on first down. There goes a deep ball. It'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, that's caught. It's Malone. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our turn.
This is Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's 2nd and 8. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And here's Green on 1st and 10. He's going to, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Green. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Green from the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From the 30 on second down, Jones, and that is incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yes. Mike, 55. Check. 55.
Looking to throw. Jones airing one out for Boyd. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Green now, operating from the gun. He's got it to Hilton, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Green. Safarian Jenkins has it. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
To throw is Green. To throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Green on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Green. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw is Green. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get it.
They'll run. It's Dorsett, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Sam off.
Again, it'll be Dorsett, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Green, going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down and inches. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 43.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 27-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Turbin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And here's Green throwing on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Green. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. This from 42 yards out. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Okay, ready? 58, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.